Yay! My mum's finally gone. I've had a really bad cold, flu all week. Um, and well, it's just since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday it's now. My mum's finally gone. There's a few more coffee stains on the carpet, which I've managed to get out, but they're slightly noticeable if you stare at it. But yeah, I'm feeling much better. It's amazing. This house was a complete tip. My mum is just a hoarder, mad. She's had a whole bag of stuff, and she just basically just puts it everywhere, bit, just shoves it out. The place looks a mess, and there's no point of tidying it because she'll accuse me of trying to throw things away or trying to steal things or just I don't know, don't touch my stuff. And yeah, she's completely horrible, Matty, batty, only thinks about her own opinion. You can't have a conversation with her. She doesn't remember anything that you say. And yeah, she's like an exaggerated version of a bad human. And I feel like my mum makes me question all humans. There's so many people. I was sitting in the jacuzzi yesterday, and someone was talking. It's believed, 100% believed, that there was 7 times more men than women. So she thinks for every 6 babies born in Birmingham, only one is female and 6 are male. And you couldn't convince her you'd be like, that's not true. I'm sure it might be slightly more female if that's true, but she was convinced that it was. And there was a guy next to her who was Muslim, and he was like, oh yeah, the Muhammad prophet, he pre-prophet that there'll be more women than men. And she was like, yeah, well, she's definitely right, because that's exactly what's happened. There's, women are conquering. This is, and then he was trying to like, oh, this is why when my men are allowed to marry four women. And she was like, oh yeah, no, women definitely, you have to have one man between 4 women because there's not going to be enough men to go around. I'm just like, what? Who the hell thinks that there's 7 times more men than women in the world? And you couldn't tell her anything. One of the guys, there was 3 guys, got up and actually came back 5 minutes later and said that he looked up on Google, and he said that that's actually more men, there's more women in the world than men. No, there's more men in the world than women. He was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting it the wrong way around. She was thinking that there's more women than men. 6 times, I can't remember what I just said. 6 times more women than men. So for every 6 women, one is man. That's the right. But yeah, she was convinced on that, and yeah, Google said that that's not the truth. That was actually more men in the world than women, and yeah, she was just like, oh well, Google's wrong. Then you can't trust things that they say on Google. Where are you getting your stats? Oh, I got my 6 because from the hospital. I spoke to them there and they told me this, and you just I hate people. I hate how people just spread nonsense and they believe their nonsense, and they can convince other people that their nonsense is true just because it's the truth, and just because they say it's the truth, and they can back it up with, oh yeah, this the person in the hospital said this, and I can't disclaim or claim that because I don't work in a hospital, so I don't actually know the statistics. But yes, there's some really batty people in the world, and then I was watching a couple of clips on R. Kelly and all the accusation stuff, and I don't really want to talk about it because I'm not there. I'm not there. I can't say what happened and what didn't happen. I'm not saying R. Kelly's innocent, but I don't think the girls are innocent too. But I just want to say, okay, this is really really deep for me because there's this experience that I had. I was about like 12 or 13 or 15. But anyway, so I was in this club, and I met Eminem.